Hilo. I'm going to read out a couple of statements and then I'll take some questions. Christchurch Police are growing increasingly concerned for Yanfei Bao, who was reported missing on Wednesday the 19th of July. Ms Bao's disappearance is unexplained and a missing person investigation remains ongoing. She was last seen conducting her business as a real estate agent on Vicaries Road in the Wigram area. This was at 10:30 a.m. Since then, she failed to pick up her daughter from school care, and her car, a silver Nissan Dualis, has been located nearby the area she was last seen on Iroquois Place. Today, police have searched a number of areas and have located one of Miss Bao's cell phones on the southern motorway near Blake's Road, but Miss Bao remains missing. We are now interested to hear from any members of the public who might have been travelling on the motorway on Wednesday and noticed anything out of the ordinary. Anyone with any piece of information, no matter how small, is encouraged to contact the police immediately. Police have also been conducting door-to-door inquiries in the area she was last seen in. If you live in that area and have not spoken with police but have access to CCTV footage of the street area, police would like to hear from you. I would like to reiterate that police and Miss Bao's family are deeply concerned for her safety. This is very out of character, and her loved ones are desperate to hear from her and know that she is safe. I'm now going to read a small statement on behalf of Miss Bao's husband, Paul Gooch. A lot of this is already on his Facebook page, but I appreciate that not everybody has access to that. My family and I are deeply concerned for the safety and well-being of my beloved wife, Yanfei Bao. Our 9-year-old daughter and I are desperate for any information that could help police locate her. Yanfei is a dedicated real estate consultant and was engaging with the local community through door knocking when she went missing, and we have not heard from her since. We are incredibly worried and ask for any assistance from anyone who knows something. We pray for Yanfei's safe return and would like to thank everyone for their vigilance and support at this time. We would like to request privacy from the media while the police investigation is ongoing. I'm now happy to take questions relating specifically to the investigation.
What's the working theory here? If you've found a cell phone on the southern motorway, what's the working theory?
I really want to stress that we are still dealing with a missing person investigation. The longer that Miss Bao is missing, obviously our concern grows. The fact that she does no longer have her cell phone is of great concern for us, and hence the reason for today is to update the public about that particular location and continue to seek the public's assistance of anything that they may have seen in that area, and also obviously in that area of Vicaries Road and Iroquois Place.
What led police to that location where the cell phone was found?
Yeah, we've been really fortunate with the information coming in through the public. We have a big team working on it. We've worked really hard, and that has led us to areas of interest throughout the investigation so far. Some of you may have seen today that we've had our specialist search group out in various areas around Wigram and sort of, pushing, I guess, around the Vicaries Road area, and it's through that good investigative work and assistance from the public that we've located her cell phone.
When was the last time her cell phone was used?
We know that she was with her cell phone on the morning that she was missing, and she had it in her possession. The last thing that we have is that 10:30 sighting, and that is the last that I will say about the
So
on her cell phone.
No known calls or anything made post 10:30 using her cell phone?
What I'm going to say about the cell phone is that it's located. You'll understand, obviously, that there will be an examination in regards to that, a forensic examination. Those inquiries are underway, and I won't be speaking about those at the moment.
Are you aware of any property transactions that she was negotiating?
So what we're doing at the moment is obviously trying to find her whereabouts. We will look into Miss Bell, I guess, and her history, whether that takes us anywhere. But we are currently a missing person investigation, and we are looking for the public's help for sightings of her, and if you have any CCTV footage. The last sighting is still at that 10:30 on Wednesday morning. I am hoping that someone has seen her post that time, that we can start to narrow down that time frame.
Just to clarify, who was the last person to see?
Translator on the team?
We have got some police officers who do speak Chinese. They are part of the investigation team regardless, not there specifically because of that, but obviously that's quite helpful. Yes.
How wide an area are police searching in terms of the border search?
So obviously Vicaries and Iroquois are the two streets that I've mentioned a lot, but in there is Haytons and Harvard, and you can obviously look at a map and see around there where we expect that she was. We are in that area door knocking on all of those streets where we anticipate or hope that she may have been to get that information. We're obviously now looking near that Blakes Road southern motorway area as well, where we've been today.
Any suspicious activity for the police around that 10:30 period and onwards that you're looking at?
I'm just going to talk about the fact that the phone was located there. That examination will happen, but the appeal is for the public for their information, please.
So just to clarify, who was the last person to see her, and who was the last
Yeah,
person?
so Miss Bow is a busy real estate agent. Her activities that morning, that we understand, was that she was knocking on doors, as has probably happened to you at some stage, offering, if you'd like to sell your house, offering an evaluation. And it's at one of those houses that she has stopped and spoken to an occupant as the last sighting.
How many houses has she visited on the Wednesday morning? Because very few people in Vicaries Road report seeing her or having a car left at their property.
So the team have been out there now for a couple of days. We have tracked or identified that she's been to quite a number of houses, not necessarily have spoken to people, but we're trying to work out, I guess, just how broad she has been in terms of what streets that she went to.
Do you believe she's walked from Iroquois Place to Vicaries Road?
I don't know.
That last sighting of her that you talk about, what was the time frame around that and those CCTV pictures that were released?
Oh, yes, okay. The CCTV pictures are actually taken from that morning. They are from her in her driveway at her own home. Because I understand, I appreciate there's been commentary about the fact that one photo she has shoes on and one photo that she doesn't. That is just her walking out to her car in the morning without her shoes on, coming back in and then going out. So that's what she was wearing on the morning before she left home. Yep.
How many officers are currently involved in the search for her?
The investigation team, which includes the search team, we would have a team of 40 officers working on this.
Ms. Bell had a daughter and a husband. Can you speak to how this will feel has been?
It's pretty harrowing for them, actually. They want some answers. They are desperate to have Miss Bell home. They are deeply concerned. Obviously, the longer that she is missing, the concern grows. They would like nothing more for her to come home safely. The family, daughter, husband are being supported by family and friends and police.
Are there any concerns about other real estate agents at the moment cold calling in the Wigram area? Are any concern at all, and should people stop doing that?
I do want to stress that it is strictly a missing person investigation. We have concerns about her safety. We are not putting it as any more than a missing person investigation at this stage. There is no suggestion or anything pointing us at this stage to suggest that there is a threat or risk to real estate agents or members of the community.
But given her cell phone is found some way away from where she was last seen and her car's parked in Iroquois Place, do you believe that someone else is involved in her disappearance?
It is really too early for me to say. We are not quite 48 hours into this. We are asking again for the public's help. They have been great so far in us trying to piece together her movements. Yet we have obviously a number of incidents that have happened. We're trying to work out how they happened, what order they happened.
Are there any other items of interest that you've found relevant?
We have found other items while we've been searching. At this stage, I don't know about their relevance, so I don't want to bring them into this conversation just at the moment.
Are there any persons of interest, like for example the last person to see arrive, the occupant of the house? Are you treating anyone as a person of interest?
So we're early stages. We're not at the point of discussing whether we have suspects or persons of interest, because we very much want the focus on Miss Bell and that she is missing. We're doing what we can to bring her home.
Has her family alluded to any motive that may be the cause of this?
Her family are very perplexed about her missing. It's very out of character. She's a hard-working mother with a 9-year-old daughter who should have picked her daughter up and been at home as per normal. So they are very alarmed. This is incredibly out of character and they do not know why she is missing.
In terms of her phone, did it appear hidden somewhere in some bush, or what was the condition of it?
So the side of the southern motorway is, I guess, a bit like the side of most motorways. It's a bit grassy and bushy. It's just in amongst, I guess, grass and bush on the side of the motorway.
So you believe it's been thrown there by someone that's been driving along the motorway?
I don't know at this stage how it has got there.
Was that her only cell phone, or you said it was one cell phone? Does she have another cell phone?
Yeah, so we understand that she has a second cell phone, but that is actually not, we've discarded, or it's not part of interest in the investigation.
So would she still have that on her potentially?
No.
Did you discover the cell phone by public tip-off, or was it in fact through location technology? I'm not going to discuss, I guess, the ins and outs of the investigation, other than just to alert you to the fact that we have found it and that location of interest, looking for anybody driving in that area on Wednesday, whether they noticed anything suspicious, anything of interest. No matter how small, we would like to hear from you. Was the phone still working?
I'll just leave it at that. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks, Madam.
So those media related